World of Nomads, sibling rivalry. Morning sunlight spilled through the family hollow, warming hanging herbs, woven baskets, shelves carved straight into the living room. Then came shouting, "Give it back! It's just a flute. It's my flute!" Rain lunged across the hollows. Chip twisted away, clutching the carved reed flute against his chest. "I was bringing it back. You took it behind my back. You weren't using it." Rain grabbed for it again. Chip pulled away. The two nearly crashed into the hanging herb bundle before a voice cut through the hollows. "What's happening here?" Mom stood by the low cooking stove, drying herbs over gentle heat. Smoke barely curled upward. Rain pointed immediately. "He took my flute." Chip crossed his arms. "I borrowed it." "You lost yours." "I did not lose it." Rain folded her arms. "Then where is it?" Chip opened his mouth. Nothing came out. Mom sighed slowly, the kind that already knew enough. "Good." Both children froze. "Your father can hear about this when he comes back from the hunt." Mom turned back towards the herbs. "Chip!" "Yes, Mom." "Go and dig up some ginger root." He groaned softly. She spoke with bass this time. "Today!" "Yes, Mom." She looked towards Rain. "Clothes basket. Go wash." Rain grabbed the tightly woven basket from the shelf. "At least my things stay where I leave them." Chip frowned. "I said I would bring them back." Mom never even turned around. "Work first." Outside the hollow, morning light moved through the branches. Rain headed towards the wash area, carrying a basket against her hip. Chip shuffled towards the root patch with digging stick. He clearly didn't want to use it. Inside, herbs dried slowly over heat. No big flames, no wasted smoke, just another morning beneath the trees. Far above the lower hollows, Porky followed his father quietly through the morning forest. Sunlight spilled through the towering branches. Bird calls echoed through the canopy. Somewhere overhead, a squirrel stopped sharply. Dad raised his hand. "Stop!" Both crouched beneath the thick root rise. Fresh claw marks marked the bark spot ahead. Dad pointed upwards. Movement. Tail. Branch. Squirrel. Porky reached for his bow. Quietly, carefully, he pulled, aimed, released. The arrow flew. Hit, but not clean. The squirrel cried out and scrambled higher, digging his injured back leg awkwardly towards the bark. Porky's face changed immediately. Dad was already moving, quick, controlled, and experienced. Dad repositioned beneath another branch. Drew, released. The second arrow struck clean through the throat. The squirrel dropped. Silence settled back over the trees. Dad retrieved the animal gently, with help from Porky. "Don't let your prey suffer." Porky stared down at the squirrel. "I thought I had it." Dad nodded. "I know." He checked the arrow salve. "If you were going to eat," he lifted the squirrel slightly, "we owe it to the clean death for the squirrel's sake." They walked deeper beneath the trees. After a while, Porky muttered, "All this work for squirrels?" Dad snorted softly. "Food doesn't appear magically, son." Porky smirked. It would be nice if it did." Dad checked the bowstring, loose string. He tugged it knot, and Hutton wrapped it. Weak knot. He glanced towards Porky. "Bad shot." Porky groaned. "Here we go." Dad kept walking. "Leaky roof." "Oh, come on. We told you to fix it." "I was going to fix it." "That wasn't the agreement." Dad's voice stayed calm. "You said you would." Small pause. We trusted you had. Forest winds whispered through the upper branches. When you tell people you're going to handle something, Dad stepped over a root. Handle it. Back at the hollow, rain was wringing clothes besides the wash basket when Dad and Porky returned. Chip appeared a little too quickly from the ginger patch. Always suspicious. Parents notice those things. Mom handed Dad a bowl. Before you eat, she nodded towards the children. Something needs to be settled. Rain folded her arms immediately. Chip suddenly found the ground very interesting. Dad sat slowly. What happened? Rain answered first. He took my flute. Chip pointed. I borrowed it. You took it behind my back. I was bringing it back. You said that last time. Dad looked towards Chip. Is that true? Chip hesitated. Not long, but long enough. Dad nodded once. There it is. Truth. Quiet truth. The hard kind. Dad rested his bowl beside him. You lost yours? Chip looked down. You took hers? Silence. You didn't ask. Forest sounds drifted softly outside the hollow. Dad leaned back against the carved wood wall. When people trust words, he said quietly, they stop checking behind you. Porky shifted slightly. He knew this world. You said you'll do something? Dad continued. Do it. Rain stayed quiet. Chip stared at the floor. Dad looked between the three of them. Small problems go while people are busy pretending they're small. He let that sit for a moment. Then came the line. Simple Nomad read. Trust leaks faster than rainwater. If you enjoyed this story, share it with another traveler beneath the trees, and subscribe for more stories from the world of nomads.